Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Welcome to Carpe Dime, a podcast about personal finance and everyday life. I'm Jamie Davidson.
And I'm Nicole Jackson from Financial Center. Thanks for spending your free time listening to us talk about how life and family affects us achieving our financial goals. Hey, Jamie.
What, Nicole?
I can't stand paying over $200 at the grocery store. It makes me feel a little bit anxious. I start getting like, you know.
Is that right?
It does.
Just 200, huh?
At least.
Well, you know, Nicole, financial health is crucial for various aspects of our lives, from reducing that anxiety or that stress, right, to achieving those long-term goals. I know you've got some statistics for us.
So the first one we're going to do is reported by CNBC. 43% of Americans report feeling fatigued due to financial stress. 41% have trouble sleeping. And 25% acknowledge that financial stress affects their relationships.
It's true. As a matter of fact, one of the classes I do, and I think we've done a podcast before, is how financial stress does affect relationships. And as we're talking about this, and we will be talking about this, I'm reading these and I'm going, there's times when I've had trouble sleeping because of it. Yeah, I believe that one.
Next is about 2,000 Americans in a relationship have found financial security is among the most attractive traits in a love interest.
Wow, I like that. So the love boat, instead of the love boat, it's financial security. Okay.
The next we have the American Psychological Association's most recent study highlighted a staggering 72% of Americans reported feeling stressed about money at least some of the time.
Well, I can tell you that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure most of us feel a little bit of stress some of the time. Some of us more so than others, correct?
Oh, yeah. Some of the time?
Oh, just some of the time.
Yeah. And then the last one I have is that according to a study by the National Financial Educators Council, Americans who work directly with a financial professional saw an average of a 25% improvement in their ability to manage their finances.
Okay, so it sort of comes back to what we do, you know, for a living, especially my team, financial wellness, the idea of educating and having conversations, coaching, and trying to make a difference in people's lives. And that's what we've done on this podcast. So today's class, we're talking about that emotional stress, that physical stress. Today, we're going to talk about getting financially fit, staying financially fit, 6 ways to stay financially fit. So you ready to practice some financial fitness?
Absolutely.
Do you know what that is?
I don't know what financial fitness or fiscal fitness is.
Fiscal fitness, financially fit, fiscally fit. So yeah, to practice fiscal fitness, what is it? Well, it really is about this idea of being able to manage your money in order to meet your current and your long-term needs. Okay. Most of us, you know, we think about our current needs. We don't think about our long-term needs, right?
Right.
And it's really about when we talk about these things, it's about using techniques, setting smart goals, actually those best practices that are out there, as opposed to just trying to figure it out on our own. It's about taking what's available, podcasts, classes, reading, and bringing that together to become fiscally fit.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think that more and more we're realizing that your financial health is key to being happy and feeling good about your life.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want to buy stuff. That makes you happy, right? But,
yeah.
But we're not really talking about that,
therapy.
Right? Retail therapy, right. You got to think about it this way. Financial management is not a routine task. It's something you actually have to plan, but it is a component of growing your overall wellness.
It's more of an annual checkup kind
of
idea.
A holistic approach, an annual checkup. We go to the doctor for that. We go to the gym. We exercise. It's the same thing with your finances.
So you mean I should plan ahead instead of just waiting and panicking at the last minute?
Well, if you want to avoid some of these stats, yes, I think so. So how do you think that probably works? You're going to give us step 2. What is step 2?
I would set a financial goal. Because you can't reach a goal if you haven't set one.
It's kind of funny. When we have classes, I always say to people, you got to set the goal. You actually have to write it down. You have to, you know, it's one thing to say, I want to do something. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to setting a financial goal, it's really important that you set it. You need to sit down and plan that. So you want to plan what you're going to do, whether it's when it comes to savings, when it comes to investing. It actually has to have a plan, as opposed to going, gosh, I'd really like to save, and when I retire, I'd like to, go on vacation. It's a little bit more about that, right?
Right. So, I mean, I guess what you're saying is that I should, or you should, someone should set it as more like a SMART goal, something that's measurable.
Measurable, right.
So that you know that you're able to achieve it over time.
Right,
kinda.
right. That's important. And not only that, if it's you and your family, it's very important that you're sitting down and doing that with them as well. Not you just saying, we have a goal.
I like it better when I make the goal.
We know.
I'll just let them know.
We know you do, Nicole. We know you do. I think what we find, though, is if we do it together, we'll probably, achieve it together. It's a little bit easier as opposed to somebody in the background, sort of pushing forward. You must do this. You must do this, right?
I guess then you're sharing the responsibility too. So.
Right. When you're talking about financial goals, you're talking about financial stress. I mean, we've got to remember Dusty, who used to be with us, who's our executive VP here at Financial Center. She says, remember, financial stress goes beyond the wallet. It affects your entire being, right?
High financial stress is more likely to cause migraines, insomnia, and even more severe health issues like heart disease and diabetes.
Wow. From finances. Who would have thought that, right?
Right. It goes even beyond that and can cause health implications like anxiety, depression, decreased emotional well-being. I mean, people are sitting up at night trying to figure out how they're going to afford groceries for their family or pay those next bills.
Right. It's funny you bring these up because one of the things I've always done in the past, and I've always had insomnia, and I'm always trying to tell my brain to turn off. But the one thing that always does, I start doing numbers in my head at night.
It puts you to sleep?
No, it's like I have to stop. I start doing my budget in the head and talk about the next 3 or 4 days. So for me, the insomnia is real. I've got to find a way to turn that off. And luckily for me, I've done a pretty good job of managing my money. And I think about if I wasn't very good at managing my money, how that would affect my physical well-being, and then obviously the relationship in the household, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I have friends who suffer from the anxiety of it all. With you got one income households, and you're having to make ends meet and make sure everybody's getting everything they need to do.
It's really, it is stressful. Which takes us, to the next step is, part of that stress is when you're talking about budget is, number 3 is managing your debt. A lot of times when we're worried about things, it is our debt we're thinking about. Mm-hmm. It's always in the back of your head, right? Right. Oh, wow. Used the credit card, had a great time, but that bill's coming due, right?
Right.
So curtailing the use of debt to consume is crucial when you're trying to optimize your savings and your money for investing, right? So number one thing, what we put in there when we're talking about goals, one of those goals is to actually decrease our debt, because when we decrease our debt, that's going to actually free up money for savings, investing. And when you see yourself putting money into that, your physical well-being is going to be better.
Mm-hmm. You also want to avoid those high interest rates and fees with those credit cards.
Yeah, right now we're seeing, and when we do these podcasts, they are a reflection of the time you're in. A lot of the credit card companies right now have raised their rates because of what interest rates are right now. And people are paying 30%, close to 30%, some at 30% on credit card debt. I just read an article today, actually. We're over $1 trillion now in credit card debt in this country. And when you think about that at 29 or 30%, the ability to pay that off is so hard, and it's going to affect your emotional well-being, right?
Right.
It's really important that you build a strategy, that management strategy to reduce and eliminate that high interest debt. And that'll help accelerate those payments of the debts, sort of like student loans or credit cards or even your mortgage. Mm-hmm. They're out there. Make those a priority, paying down debt. The idea that you're going to hide from your debt and you're going to feel better about it. No. It's going to affect you're going to go back to that whole insomnia, anxiety, depression that's coming back, right? You got to pay the piper eventually.
Right.
So that's number 3, manage your debt. What's number 4, Nicole?
Well, just like if you want to reach a health goal, you go to a gym and find someone that's a professional and can help you through that. With updating your finances, you want to find a financial health coach, someone that can come alongside you and help you set those goals.
And here at the Credit Union, we actually have those. They're certified financial counselors. I'm one of those. Many people on my team are. And, no matter where you bank, you're probably going to have somebody out there that can help you. So you need to ask, right? You get that person that might be at a branch. Actually, nowadays you can go online, I'm sure, and find a virtual coach if that's something you really want to do. But make sure you're doing that. And with this person, you need an ally. You need to build that relationship. I think back to any time before I did this for a living, where I wanted to reduce spending, or I wanted to, maybe get in better physical shape or fiscal shape, mm-hmm. I would always find a partner. And it was always fun to have a work buddy to do it with. Make sure you've got that person you have that relationship, or you can build that relationship with, somebody that's going to help you with your goals.
And your accountability.
Accountability is a great one right there. Accountability. And, they're going to help with the strategy. They're going to, hey, you want the person that's going to call you out. Right. In a way that's not going to make you mad, but in a way that's going to it's going to boost your confidence, right? You don't want the coach that's going to yell at you and tell you you're dirt. You want the one that's going to say, okay, you screwed up. Come on, get up and let's do this together again. And that's really important about when it comes to your finances. Find that financial coach out there and share with them, which, as we know, it's usually probably the hardest thing to share is what?
Right.
Your finances. Nobody wants to talk about their money, do they?
No.
We just want to use our credit card and act like we're all Kardashians.
Yeah, the plastic just keeps coming. It's fine.
Right. What's the next step?
Well, you want to celebrate every single step, big and small. Not just, when you actually achieve it, but just the progress along the way. Those milestones are important.
You want to set those goals, right? And you want to hit some milestones, right? And then we go out and use the credit card and buy stuff, yes?
Right. Oh, no. Sorry.
Old habits are hard to break, aren't they? And the great thing, I'm not a big fan of social media, but this might be that time where you want to sort of celebrate and let people know the things you're doing, right? Who are you going to share with?
Your family, your friends, your cheerleaders.
Everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter, right? Whatever you're using. So in our experience, celebrating financial milestones is key to building a lasting financial habit. It's about acknowledging the hard work, decisions that got you there, and each celebration is a reminder of your progress and a motivator to keep going, Nicole. So get that person and motivate you and celebrate your success. What's the next one?
You want to change your finances, because if you change your finances, it can change your life.
Right. And because if we change our finances, what can it change?
Everything.
Our stress levels, right?
Yes.
You want to be proactive with that financial stress. Make those decisions. Right now, if you got a little extra money coming in, pay down some debt. You're going to feel better when that debt's gone, right? Stay up to date with your finances. Make sure you schedule that time to review. One thing we always talk about every year, I do a class every year, is 10 steps to financial success. And it really is during the new year. It's like, hey, let's get our financial house in order. So many of us, we come out of the holidays and we're like, oh, here come the credit card bills. Now, this is the time to do it. Not only then, though, I suggest you review it quarterly. So get those tools that are out there, use the budget tools. Don't forget, every year, if you have a retirement account, increase your retirement by 1%. You won't even notice the difference if you do. Do you increase yours every year?
Crickets.
Crickets?
I try to, but it's hard to figure out where to go to update that. So I guess I should ask questions.
Well, I think the key is this. We can take some small steps to ensure our financial well-being's a little bit better, so we feel better, right? So that is really reviewing your budget at the beginning of the year. It's doing things like, hey, reviewing your insurance, make sure you're not paying too much. Or, hey, if I have an health savings account, make sure I'm putting enough money in there to cover the costs I'm going to have. And I know there's a big one out there for all of this. It's those subscription services, right? Nicole, you guys have that problem at your house?
Oh, we do. I mean, anything from your internet to Netflix to the one that they have on the Nintendo.
Oh, they got the monthly Nintendo account. Oh, I've got, the PlayStation, the Nintendo. Yeah, we've got all that, right? And here's the thing. You put it on a credit card and you forget all about it. So make sure you are going through and checking these off. And I was telling Nicole while we were doing a run through on this, I just noticed my internet bill went up. So I'm going to have to make a phone call to a company and we're going to either lower that bill or we're going to have to get a new service.
Yeah, I mean, auto pay is great, but if you're not checking it, then you have no idea how much you're paying.
Exactly. And when you do this right, what should you do, Nicole?
You should celebrate.
Right? Always, right?
Yes.
Celebrate, just like we did your birthday. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, celebrate it. And who do I sound like? Okay, I want to read you a quote.
Okay.
Tell me who you think I am.
Okay.
Well, it's important to monitor your financial progress. The real power lies in combining it with a holistic approach. Setting clear goals, creating actionable plans, receiving feedback, and then celebrating progress. This is a full spectrum of activities is what drives real, meaningful change in financial behavior.
Well, I think that quote was credited to me.
You sound so smart.
I sounded British, didn't I? Somebody gives me a British accent, all of a sudden I sound really good, right? So yes, I mean the real thing here is this: we want to get our finances in order because it makes our life easier, but it also makes our health better, right? Our physical health, well-being. You're in a better mood when you're not in debt.
That's true.
So remember that financial stress does go beyond the wallet. It affects your entire being. Example would be what, Nicole? What is it going to help with?
It's going to help, hopefully, reduce those migraines, insomnia, and the potential for heart issues, the diabetes, heart disease.
Hopefully no anxiety or depression, right?
Right.
So, hey, you want to get your financial life in order because it's going to affect your physical life. It's going to make life easier. Not only that, you're going to find out your relationships are much better.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're going out and think the answer is to spend a lot of money on something, maybe that's not the answer. Maybe the answer is to not spend all that money, be debt-free, and see the happiness that brings.
Exactly.
As we wrap up this special 50th episode, I want to express my gratitude to all of you, our wonderful listeners, for your continued support and engagement. Financial literacy is a lifelong journey, and we're so thrilled to be a part of it with you.
If you found value in Carpe Dime, please share it with your friends and family. Leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights on your journey to financial well-being.
Thank you once again, and here's to the next 50. You ready to go 50 more on this, you think?
I think I might be able to.
So here's to the next 50 of Carpe Dime. Stay financially fit. Stay financially empowered. Stay curious. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Carpe Dime is presented by Financial Center. It's produced by Jamie Davidson, Nicole Jackson, and Heather Haas.
Financial Center is an 8-time national award winner in the category of adult financial literacy, and our goal, as always, is what, Jamie?
To help you improve your financial life. To learn more, visit us at fcfcu.com.
Like what you hear, subscribe to us on Google, iTunes, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, the All I Need a Podcast Network, and Spotify.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Nicole.